Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda. Your fears, incompletions, insecurities, nothing is needed for you to exist. Paramashiva alone is enough for you to live absolutely, blissfully, celebrating, fulfilled, complete, intensely. Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham.
श्री कैलासोन्नत द्वादशान्त श्यामला पीठारूढ़ श्री मीनाक्षी सुंदरेश्वरा भिन्न स्वरूप परशिव पुत्र रत्न कुमार गुरुमन्य तुल्यावतार श्री पार्वती समान लब्ध दिव्य ज्ञान विश्रुत सकल निगमागम सारभूत द्राविड वेद प्रवर्तक श्रीमन् परमशिव करुणा समधिगत मुक्तामय चतुरश्रयान दीयमान छत्र चामर श्री चिन्ह काहलाति समस्त विरदावल्यरंकृत ज्ञान विज्ञान चक्रवर्ती सर्वजन संघ सत्योजात निर्वाण दीक्षा व्ययापवर्ग श्रीभूत परम सकल भेद केशरी शैव सिद्धांत स्थापनाचार्य श्री राजाधिराज पांड्य महाराज गुरु शबन शाक्यादि महांतकार निर्वाण ज्ञान बाणु वीक्षणानर्हार्ह वचोचेतन पूर्वक विषवध्वज स्थापक शैव समय कर्तृ सर्वज्ञ पीठारूढ़ श्री जगद्गुरु श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक स्वामी वागीश सुंदर माणिक्य वाचक स्वामिना अवतार भूत श्री ज्ञान संबंध स्वामी पुनरुद्धृत श्यामला पीठ महासंस्थान ज्ञान साम्राज्य शासक सर्वज्ञ पीठारूढ़ तृणव श्रीमद् परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्यवर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ नित्योत्सव नित्य मंगल नित्य कल्याण नित्य रचित नित्यानंद पीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठ कर्तृ जगद्गुरु भगवान श्री परमहंस नित्यानंद श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामी परात्परा।
Nityanandam. Kailasa welcomes you all to this extraordinary spiritual season of Avani Tiruvila Brahmotsavam. The Avani Tiruvila of Kailasa is a grand celebration of the cosmic play and divine sovereignty, a living reawakening of the miraculous Leelas through which Paramashiva, as Sri Somasundareshwara, anchored enlightenment upon the planet Earth. It honors a timeless era when the supreme consciousness transcended conventional rules and physical laws to grace and shower unconditional love upon every being. Through these 64 happenings, Madurai was transformed into the ultimate living playing ground of the divine, establishing the unbroken lineage of spiritual awakening and cultural heritage. This sacred festival forms an eternal bridge between the golden age of Kailasa, the Shyamala Pita, Sarvajna Pita, and our contemporary realm. At its core, it commemorates the divine coronation, the Sri Somasundareshwara Pattabhishekam, where administrative sovereignty and cosmic authority are handed over to Bhagavan Somasundareshwara himself to rule over the entire universe. Today we honor the 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of the Kailasonata Shyamala Pita Sarvajna Pita, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivamam, as a direct embodiment of Sri Somasundareshwara Paramashiva. By reviving this ancient spiritual kingdom, originally established by Devi Meenakshi and Sri Sundareshwara themselves, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is spearheading the monumental global revival of Sanatana Hindu Dharma and re-establishing the living enlightenment ecosystem through the restoration of the Kailasonata Shyamala Pita Sarvajna Pita. Today, in Kailasa's temples around the world, the Lila Ankara of Paramashiva as he graces in the Ulva Kotte Aruliya Lilai. An ardent devotee named Adikar Nallar lived in Madurai with a strict vow to eat only after serving Paramashiva's devotees. He continued his service even after his wealth depleted, relying on borrowed money. When he could no longer borrow, he and his wife worshipped Paramashiva Sundareshwara and decided to end their lives. Seeing their unwavering devotion, the Lord spoke from the heavens, instructing him to go home where an inexhaustible granary of paddy, the Ulva Kote, and so much of groceries were available to him. They returned and they found the magical granary and spent the rest of their lives joyfully feeding the devotees of Paramashiva. Let us now offer puja, where we mirror the neurological activity of the higher vertical time zones. Today, let us gain access, offer our deepest gratitude, and worship the deities of Sri Nityanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Meenakshi Ambika Sameta, Sri Nityanandeshwara Paramashiva Somasundareshwara Swami, and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashivam, and his deities in Kailasa's temples around the world.
ॐ सहस्रदलपङ्कजे सकलशीतरश्मिप्रभं वराभयकराम्बुजं विमलगन्धपुष्पाम्बरं प्रसन्नवदनेक्षणं सकलदेवतारूपिणं स्मरेच्छिरसि हंसकं तदभिमानपूर्वं गुरुम् ॐ जीवन्मुक्तिपुरीशाय श्रीकण्ठाय नमोऽस्तु ते नमो हालास्यनाथाय शङ्कराय नमो नमः श्रीमत्सुन्दरनाथस्य देवीं शफरलोचनां कलये हृदये नित्यं कदम्बवनवासिनीम् अथ धूपः ॐ दशाङ्गं गुग्गुलोपेतं सुगन्धं च सुमनोहरम् आघ्रेयः सर्वदेवानां धूपोऽयं प्रतिगृह्यताम् श्रीसर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वरी परमशिवशक्ति मीनाक्ष्यम्बिका समेत श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिव सोमसुन्दरेश्वर स्वामिने नमः धूपमाघ्रापयामि अथ दीपः ॐ साज्यं त्रिवर्तिसंयुक्तं वह्निना योजितं मया ग्रहाणमङ्गलं दीपं त्रैलोक्यतिमिरापहम् श्रीसर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वरी परमशिवशक्ति मीनाक्ष्यम्बिका समेत श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिव सोमसुन्दरेश्वर स्वामिने नमः दीपं सन्दर्शयामि अथ नैवेद्यम् ॐ अमृते अमृतोद्भवे अमृतवर्षिणीम् अमृतं श्रावय श्रावय स्वाहा श्रीसर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वरी परमशिवशक्ति मीनाक्ष्यम्बिका समेत श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिव सोमसुन्दरेश्वर स्वामिने नमः नैवेद्यं निवेदयामि नैवेद्यानन्तरमाचमनं समर्पयामि नीराजनम् ॐ साङ्ग्रहण्येष्ट्या यजते इमां जनतां सङ्गृह्णानीति द्वादशारत्नीरशना भवति द्वादशमासा संवत्सरः संवत्सरमेवावरुन्धे पौंसी भवति पूर्वैमुञ्जा आह ऊर्जमेवावरुन्धे चित्रानक्षत्रं भवति चित्रं वा एतत्कर्म कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि श्रीसर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वरी परमशिवशक्ति मीनाक्ष्यम्बिका समेत श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिव सोमसुन्दरेश्वर स्वामिने नमः कर्पूरनीराजनं सन्दर्शयामि रक्षां धारयामि शोणाद्रीशावताराय ज्योतिस्तम्भस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रदाताय नित्यानन्देश्वररूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलं मूलप्रकृतिरूपाय परमशिवशक्तिस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् दण्डत्रिशूलहस्ताय कालकालस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् आदिपूज्याय देवाय सकृत्पूर्णत्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् सर्वाभयविनाशकाय शत्रुसंहाररूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् योगपट्टाभिषिक्ताय राजसन्न्यासधारिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् सार्वभौमैकपत्याय राजराजार्चिताय च श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलं मङ्गलं कल्पवृक्षाय मङ्गलं ज्ञानदायिने परमशिवाय श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वराय मङ्गलं मङ्गलं श्रीविद्याम्बायै मङ्गलं कामदायिन्यै सर्वमङ्गलदात्री नित्यानन्देश्वर्यै मङ्गलं मङ्गलं गुरुदेवाय मोक्षमूलाय मङ्गलं परमावताराय नित्यानन्दाय गुरवे मङ्गलं हरिः ॐ तत्सत् सर्वं भगवत् श्रीनित्यानन्द परमशिवपादुकार्पणमस्तु ॐ नित्यानन्दम्
Nithyanandam. We welcome all the viewers and devotees here with us for today's darshan with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashivamam. As we are all enjoying and experiencing this divine darshan with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, let us take a few minutes to call and invite and welcome all our friends and family for enjoying the darshan with us today. Since 2006, before social media became a trend, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism spearheaded simple enriching through digital platforms to reach the international audience. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has established and built over 11.5 thousand digital media assets in over 108 languages and 150 regions around the world. Today, let us start by sharing the live darshan that is currently going on YouTube. Let us open YouTube and search for KAILASA's SPH Nithyananda, the YouTube channel. Once you are in the YouTube channel, make sure to click the subscribe button if you have not already subscribed to the channel. Click on the bell icon to stay up to date with all the latest information and videos from KAILASA. Once you have subscribed and clicked on the bell icon, make sure to open the live video that is currently going on, the live darshan stream. And in the darshan stream, open the chat section where you can post all your prayer requests, all the requests that you want to receive directly from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, the blessings that you want to receive from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. If you have any questions, if you would like to share your thoughts, you can go ahead and post all of those in the YouTube live chat section. You will receive the direct blessings and response from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Next, you can make sure to like and comment and share the live video with all your friends and family.
The next platform we have is Instagram. All of us can head over to Instagram and search for KAILASA's SPH Nityananda. This is the official page and profile of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. You can follow the page to be updated and notified with all of the latest videos and shots being posted over there. Then click on the profile picture of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, which will take you to the live darshan. Make sure to like the live, and in the comment section, post your prayer requests, your gratitude messages at the lotus feet of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism.
The next platform we are looking at is X, formerly Twitter. All of us can open X, the application on the phone, or you can open in the browser x.com and search for KAILASA's SPH Nityananda, or you can also search for Sri Nithyananda. You can follow the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism on X, the official platform on X, and you can click on the topmost pinned post that is there, which is the current live stream of the darshan. Open the live stream, make sure to click on the like button. You can share it with all your friends and family, and you can use the hashtag #AskTheAvatar to post your comments and prayer requests directly to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism on X.
The next platform we have is Facebook. All of us can head over to Facebook and search for KAILASA's SPH JGM Nityananda Paramashivamam. This is the official handle of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Make sure to follow and like the page. Then just scroll a bit down. You would see the live darshan happening right now. Make sure to like or love the post of the live darshan and click on the share button and share the post of the live darshan with all of your friends and family in your Facebook groups, Facebook pages, and WhatsApp communities that you are a part of. And then in the comment section, once again, you have the opportunity to post your prayer requests and your gratitude messages at the lotus feet of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism.
Next, we are going to be entering into the KAILASA's parliamentary voting segment. As we are all going to be entering into the voting segment, let us take a few minutes to watch an introductory video to today's voting topic.
Across the world, more than 1 billion people are living with mental health conditions, while millions more struggle with stress, anxiety, loneliness, and emotional instability. For many, support remains inaccessible, unaffordable, or available only after the situation becomes severe. The SPH Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashivam brings the powerful Hindu sciences for creating inner stability, clarity, and emotional well-being. Through Kailasa's White Om, these spiritual tools are made accessible to humanity through meditation, yoga, unclutching, completion, spiritual counseling, global satsangs, and digital platforms. White Om supports individuals in developing greater awareness, inner strength, and conscious living, while responsibly complementing professional mental health care when it is required. The vision is to create a world where no human being has to face emotional suffering without support, and where every person has access to practical spiritual resources for greater peace, stability, and possibility.
More than 1 billion people worldwide live with a mental health condition. While access to adequate support remains deeply unequal, anxiety and depression are among the most common conditions affecting families, communities, and economies across the world. The Supreme Founder of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashivamam, established White Om for psychological and emotional well being. Through Hindu spiritual sciences, meditation, and accessible digital support, Kailasa complements professional mental health care while helping people develop greater inner stability and conscious strength. The question today to all the members of the Chitsabha Parliament is which policy should guide Kailasa's White Om in supporting global mental well being? The options we have are number one, establish free and inclusive access to spiritual and emotional well being resources. Option two, adopt clear safety, confidentiality, and responsible counseling standards. Option three, integrate Hindu sciences of meditation, completion, conscious living into wellness education. And option four, establish referral guidelines when individuals require professional or emergency mental health care. We welcome and invite all the members of the Chitsabha Parliament to head over now to kailasa.org/Hindu-votes to cast your vote for the today's topic.
Next is for all the Rajya Sabha members of Parliament. The question is, which action should White Om prioritize to expand its global impact? The options are 1. Launch multilingual online White Om meditation and well-being sessions. Option 2. Train volunteers to provide responsible spiritual counseling and emotional support. Option 3. Conduct social media campaigns sharing practical tools for stress and inner stability. Option 4. Partner with communities and organizations to bring White Om resources to underserved populations. Now, all the Rajya Sabha members of Parliament can head over to kailasa.org/Hindu-votes to cast your votes for today's topic. With this, let us all continue to experience and enjoy the divine darshan with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashi. Thank you, Nityananda.
సదా నృత్తమూర్తి నటరాజమూర్తి చండదాండవమూర్తి ప్రార్థనామూర్తి గౌరీదాండవమూర్తి సంధ్యా నృత్తమూర్తి భుజంగత్రాసమూర్తి భుజంగలలితమూర్తి. I bless you all with Paramadvaita. All the Paramashiva Sena program participants from Tiruvannamalai, Inibisa, Bangalore, Adi KAILASA, Chit Sabha members and Rajya Sabha members, Kailasavasis, and all the e-citizens, viewers, visitors who are joining with us through the internet and internet. I welcome each and every one of you with my love and blessings. Today, I initiate all the PSS participants into perpetual completion with root pattern. Anything which you have other than samadhi is pain pattern. Sit and complete, rewrite, rewrite. Whoever believes they have pain and the world has pain, do the samskara dahana kriya of deleting, completing and rewriting, recreating. So complete, delete, rewrite, recreate for next 48 days. So Paramashiva's direct message from KAILASA: enlightenment is not the end of your struggles, it is the end of struggler. Listen, enlightenment is not the end of your struggles, but it is end of the struggler. The missing piece of the puzzle of human life is not that you have not found what you want, it is that you have not yet discovered who is wanting. Listen. You can transform your whole life within one day, 24 hours. Just if you use your emotions, whatever powers you have, your emotions to identify who is wanting. Listen. Look honestly at your own life. From morning, you are searching for money, for recognition, for the right relationship, for security, for respect, for somebody who will finally understand you. And after all this searching, you become exhausted and you ask, why am I still not fulfilled? The question is, listen, that question, that why am I still not fulfilled, is the true beginning of spirituality. Not because you have become religious, not because you have bought 5 books on enlightenment and placed them respectfully on your shelf so they can become enlightened while you remain exactly the same. I have seen people buying my Gita books and asking me to autograph. I also autograph and send my commentaries on Gita, Bhagavad Gita, and I also autograph and send when they ask. They keep it in the puja room. Sometimes after 3 years, 4 years, when I go to their house for Pada Puja or accepting Bhiksha, When I go to their puja room, first to plus, usually when I visit any devotee's house, first I will go to the puja room. I will see the book unsealed, unopened, not a single page read. Forget about reading, it's unsealed. I ask them, why? They say, Swamiji, we do puja every day, Swamiji. Hey, Bhagavad Gita is supposed to be read and digested, lived. You keep the pot full of nectar and do puja whole day. Will you become immortal? Hey, you need to drink it. You need to digest it. You need to make it as part of you. Today I am going to reveal to you sadhana chatushtaya, 4 powerful sacred emotions that have a capacity to make you experience Paramashivatva and whatever you want instantly. The good news is you can trigger them. The great news is you can do it today. All you need is you need to trigger them and let them express through you with total intensity. Listen. Your emotions are not obstacles on the spiritual path, and they are certainly not mere psychological weakness. When consciously directed, they possess the power to completely restructure your consciousness. Sometimes it does not take years of disciplined practice to change your direction in life. It only takes one authentic emotional breakthrough. And that breakthrough can absolutely happen to you today. Listen, in my own life, I have seen these 4 emotions not only giving me enlightenment, ultimate Paramashivatva, I have seen in my disciples' life, whoever uses these 4 emotions, they achieve the ultimate. The 4 sacred emotions I want you to understand and unfold before you manifest. I want you to manifest Vairagya. The first, Vairagya. The sacred disgust with unconscious living. Vairagya, the sacred disgust with unconscious living. Viveka, the decisive discrimination between the eternal and temporary. The decision deciding power is vivek, mumukshutva, the burning desire for the ultimate truth. Burning desire for the ultimate truth and Drida Sankalpa Nishta, the unshakable resolve that never gives up until self-realization is complete. Listen. Understand these 4 words. Disgust, Vairagya, the sacred disgust for the unconscious living. Viveka, the decisive discrimination. Discriminating decision power. Mumukshutva, burning desire for the ultimate truth. Drida Sankalpa Nishta, unshakable resolve that never gives up until the self-realization is complete. Understand clearly? Adi Shankaracharya himself, in the opening verses of the Viveka Chudamani, named these exact 4 as Sadhana Chatushtaya. The 4-fold qualification without which no sincere seeker can truly walk the path of self-knowledge. What I am revealing to you today is that these are not dry philosophical categories. They are the very same 4 inner movements ordinary people already use every day to chase wealth, status, success, anything you want. Today, I am showing you how these same 4 fires, rightly directed, become the engine that carries you straight into the living state of Paramashiva. Behind all 4 of these emotions is the 5th force, action, sadhana, without which even the most sacred emotion remains nothing more than a beautiful lifeless seed lying dormant in the soil. The beginning of the spirituality is not finding new answers. It is finally asking the right question. Listen. The first sacred fire, the sacred emotion is vairagya, spiritual disgust, sacred disgust, the powerful inner cry that finally declares, I have had enough of living unconscious. I have had enough of living unconscious. I have had enough of living unconsciously. Vairagya is not depression. It is not escapism. It is not hatred of life. It is the piercing clarity of seeing that your current unconscious patterns are simply too small a container for the infinite being that you are truly are. You truly are. Vairagya is not hating life. It is refusing to ask small things to do the job of God. Look at something very ordinary. You buy a phone, you are excited for 2 days, you are happy. On the third day, you are checking whether a newer model has arrived. You wanted the phone, you got the phone. Now you want the cover, now you want the better cover. Then you discover someone else has a better phone, and suddenly yesterday's dream device has become today's evidence of your suffering. The object changes. The structure of the mind never changes. You got the relationship. Then you get the fear of losing it. You get the position. Then you get the burden of maintaining it. The world does not merely give you objects. The world gives you responsibility. The world gives you the responsibility of protecting the objects. Ask yourself honestly, am I living my life, or am I maintaining a collection of things I once believed would make me happy? That question is Vairagya, beginning to awaken. Adi Shankaracharya lists Vairagya as the first of the four essential qualifications of the sadhana chatushtaya. See, the book he names it as Viveka Chudamani. But the first qualification he describes is Vairagya. That's a funny thing. He did not name the book as Vairagya Chudamani. He names the book as Viveka Chudamani. But when he lists the four qualifications, the sacred emotions which can enlighten you right away, the first he lists as Vairagya. The first he spells out as Vairagya. Our own tradition is full of ordinary human beings in whom this fire exploded like lightning. Like lightning. I can give you the list. Arunagirinathar, Pattinatthar, Valmiki, Tulsidas, Nachiketa, Dhruva. I can give you the long list. Arunagirinathar was so disgusted by his life that he claimed the temple tower at Tiruvannamalai to end his life in despair. In that very moment, Subramanya caught him and turned his sacred disgust into enlightenment and manifested the ecstatic devotional poetry of Tiruppugal through him. Then Valmiki, he was just forest highway robber, the highway which is moving through forest. He was just forest highway robber. Ratnakara was cracked open by a single question from Maharshi Narada. When Narada asked, would his family share in the sins of his crimes, the answer of no ignited vairagya, so total that he sat unmoving in meditation until an anthill grew over his body, and from it emerged the sage who gave the world the Ramayana. Pattinattar, a wealthy merchant, saw a message left behind by his son. காதற்ற ஊசியும் வாராதுகான் கடைவழிக்கே. That single word shattered him completely. Means that even the broken needle which can't be used for stitching, that every needle will have a ear where you put the thread, that thread hole, the needle which is not useful, because the moment the thread hole is broken, the needle will not be useful for anything. Even that needle will not come with you forever. Even that you cannot take with you. That one statement. காதற்ற ஊசியும் வாராதுகான் கடைவழிக்கே. The Vairagya awaken in Pattinattar. Angulimala, a feared killer wearing a garland of human fingers, met Buddha face to face, and seeing Buddha's compassion, his own violence became unbearable for him. That Vairagya got triggered. He woke up. The Vairagya is awakened. Bhartrhari, the king poet, disillusioned by the hollow nature of a love he trusted completely, and walked away from his throne to write Vairagya Sadaka. Yagnavalkya, at the height of his worldly success, distributed all his wealth and walked into the forest. Not because he failed at life, because he had succeeded at it fully enough to see through it, and his Vairagya got awakened. Kabir, Sant Kabir, a simple weaver, looked at the religious pretensions of his time and said, I do not see God in either of your houses. Turning his disgust towards the hollow ritual into some of the most direct devotional poetry in our language, he became enlightened. The day you become genuinely disgusted with your own laziness in meditation, your half-hearted sadhana, and your habit of postponing, your liberation to someday, that day marks the true beginning of your life as a sincere seeker. Paramashiva Swarupa is such. The moment you understand He takes over. You don't need to meditate. You don't need to concentrate. You don't need to hold the bhava. You don't need to hold the space. The moment you understand, he takes over. Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, he takes over you and you are in Paramukti. Paramamukti. Listen. Listen intensely. When you are focusing on the source, when you are completely centered on observing the observer, witnessing the witness, on the source of who you are, in that Swarupa, Paramashiva lives as Swarupa Tirumeni. That Swarupa Tirumeni is what is the creator, sustainer. He is the rejuvenator and he pulls you out of delusion and he liberates. Listen. What I am teaching you is the highest Uttama, Uttama, Uttamottama sadhana. Just if you understand, it can take over. Even if you understand, actually, if you start observing the observer, you will see how, what do you want manifest, because the observing consciousness is not a passive dead matter. It's a very active, high frequency cosmic source. It just manifests what you want. All you need is only one thing. By focusing, observing the observer, if you even experience once or twice, what you want is manifesting miraculously. You will be so enamored that source consciousness, that supreme consciousness will take over you. Listen, once you see the gym is making your body as you want, the biceps growing, abs, shoulders, naturally the gym takes over you. Once you see the pranayama strengthens your inner organs, and after the pranayama your face becomes fresh, eyes become sharp, all the senses are so alive. Once you see the result, then pranayama takes over you. Nobody needs to push you. You start doing it. You feel it as your part, your life. You are here for that. I tell you, exactly same. Exactly same way. even once you focus on the source, observing the observer, witnessing the witness, whatever you want starts manifesting miraculously. Simply that your Swarupa takes over you. Paramashiva is inside your Swarupa, having Swarupa Tirumeni. The supernal effulgence. Super conscious form. I tell you, this Chaturmasya, these 4 months till the Navaratri, all of you focus on this Swarupa Tirumeni of Paramashiva, and take refuge in Paramashiva's Swarupa Tirumeni and enrich the world with this Abhayam Sarvabhūtebhyaḥ initiative of Kailasa. Listen. Paramashiva's Kailasa's Abhayam Sarvabhūtebhyaḥ is not just about providing a safe haven like good food, good shelter, good clothes, and good medical care, good lifestyle. No. It provides good food, good shelter, good clothes, good care, good medical care, all of it. And it provides the real Abhayam ecosystem where you can completely take refuge at the Swarupa Tirumeni of Paramashiva and become Paramashiva. Providing this ecosystem is the ultimate Abhayam Sarvabhūtebhyaḥ. Projects, purpose and fulfillment. So understand, take refuge into the Swarupa Tirumeni of Paramashiva and enrich the world with Abhayam Sarvabhūtebhyaḥ initiative. All the Kailasavasis, Rajya Sabha members, Chit Sabha members, reach out to every homeless shelter in your country. Reach out to every homeless person in your country. Reach out to your government that Kailasa is providing refuge for all. You need to know, even the rich countries, many rich countries, common man can't afford health care. How many of you know? 92% of Americans have delayed or avoided medical care because of the cost. Listen, just within last 48 hours, there was an article, there was a news in Vian, WION. They say 92% of the surveyed adults have delayed or avoided medical care because of the cost. The survey have done over 1,500 US adults by a financial services firm. It found with young adults being the worst affected. According to the study, more than 94% of those in the age group of 18 to 28 have said that they have put off treatment for financial reasons. Followed by Americans between 29 and 44 years of age. The report says that the findings have highlighted a growing disconnect between having health insurance and feeling financially protected. The rising medical bills are allegedly pushing many American families to postpone treatment, cut back on essential spending, or fall into debt. Gender also plays a big role, and according to the study, women are more likely than men to delay medical care. Age and insurance status has further influenced those decisions. An uninsured, listen, according to a February 2026 analysis by a healthcare marketplace, an uninsured visit to a doctor office costs an average of $171 in US across major US cities. The financial strain is completely widespread. Around 85% of Americans say that they carry medical debt. A February poll by an American not-for-profit organization estimates total medical debt at $220 billion US dollar, or nearly about 960 USD for every adult with medical debt. A 2025 survey by the same American not-for-profit organization has found that nearly 1 out of 5 adults said that their health deteriorated after skipping a doctor's visit. Amongst the people in the age group of 64 and younger, that the number has jumped to 42%. Prescription medicines are also becoming less and less affordable. Another study by the American not-for-profit organization has found 31% of adults had switched to over-the-counter medicines because prescription drugs were simply too expensive. 19% admitted skipping doses or splitting pills to make their medication last longer. healthcare costs across the United States are reportedly also rising amidst higher inflation. So listen, millions are suffering. You may think how Kailasa can afford to provide all this, because we found the dharmic way of living with the natural law of the cosmos. So natural law of the cosmos, listen, when you live in the natural law with the natural law of the cosmos, you will be naturally awe with the cosmos. And whether physical health, mental health, emotional health, relationships, all that happens in such a supernatural way or naturally superb way, we are able to afford to give refuge for all. So, all Rajya Sabha members, Chit Sabha members, initiated disciples, Kailasavasis, take this as a Guru walk. This Chaturmasya Swarupa Samadhi, Paramashiva Swarupa Samadhi, take complete refuge in Paramashiva Swarupa and enrich the whole world with this Abhayam Sarvabhūtebhyaḥ initiative. This is the message from Paramashiva directly from Mahakailasa for this Chaturmasya. Focus your life on this too. Blessings to every one of you. Listen, every time creation is in danger, I drink the poison. Every time Dharma is threatened, I swallow the venom. Every time the truth is attacked, I bear the wound. When I drank the Halahala poison, the devas were terrified. They even foolishly thought I would die. They thought the poison would destroy me. But you know what happened? I did not just survive, I transformed. The poison became my ornament. The venom became my glory. The wound became my identity. This is the secret of Nilakanta. The poison does not destroy the divine, it reveals the divine. The persecution does not destroy the truth, it reveals the truth. The Guru is the one who drinks the poison so the disciples can drink the nectar. Guru is the one who bears the wound so the disciples can be healed. Guru is the one who bears the wound so the disciples can be healed. And that is exactly what I have done. Please understand, When I speak of drinking poison, I am not speaking metaphorically. I am speaking of the deep fake video broadcast on March 2nd, 2010 by the Sun TV and the Nakiran gang, Dravishattiya Shakti gang in India. This was the modern Halahala. Just as the ancient poison emerged from the churning of the ocean, this poison emerged from the churning of political agendas, media manipulation, anti-Hindu forces. It was manufactured, it was fabricated, it was designed to destroy. On March 2nd, 2010, Sun TV broadcasted a marked video, deepfake video. Of course, that was later proven to be a deepfake, deepfake and digitally manipulated, fabricated, manufactured to incite hatred against me. The CEO of the Sun TV, Ansraj Saxena, later admitted that the channel manufactured fake news and that deepfake video, he admitted it, he confessed, and yet the damage was done. The United Nations Special Rapporteur on Freedom of Opinion and Expression highlighted how misinformation campaign was carried out against me, involving the weaponization of media, misinformation and disinformation. This campaign involved image morphing deepfake technology to attack and delegitimize me. This is the poison, this is the Halahala. When the Halahala poison emerged, everyone ran away. Some devas ran away. Even the asuras ran away. Even the gods ran. But I did not run. I stepped forward. I said, give it to me. I know how to take care of it, and I took care of it. This is what I have done with every false accusation, every deep fake, every lie. I have stepped forward and said, give it to me. I know how to manage it. Because that is what the Nilakanta does. That is what the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. The first Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is Paramashiva himself. That is what the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism does. That is what the protector of Dharma does. Satyameva jayate nanritam satyena pantha vidatu devayanaha. Truth alone triumphs, not falsehood. By truth, the path is laid out, the path of gods. The truth alone triumphs, not falsehood. By truth, the path is laid out, the path of gods. The deep fake was a lie. The truth is that I am still here. The truth is that Kailasa is still standing. The truth is that Hinduism is rising. And the truth will always triumph. The Guru Gita declares, Anyana timirandasya jnananjana salakaya sakshurunmilitam yena tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. To the Guru who opens the eyes of the one blinded by the darkness of ignorance with the salve of knowledge. Salutations to that Guru. The deep fake was designed to blind you. The hatred was designed to confuse you. But I am here to open your eyes. I am here to show you the truth. And I tell you, many who ran away during that hatred, hate speech and hate campaign and the deep fake video was spread, now they are all coming back and begging to be admitted back again. Because those who spread the deep fake will not heal them when they are in mess. When these people have cancer, diseases, or any depression, any other problems, life problems, those Dravishtiya Shaktis are not going to help them. So people run and come back again. Forgive us. I am completing. We are completing. Please protect us. Now let me take you deeper. Let me show you the psychology of hatred. Because the poison is not just the lies. The poison is the hatred that the lies generate. The poison is the vicious cycle of amplification. The media feeds the people. The people feed the media. And the hatred becomes toxic whirlpool that swallows everything. Please understand, this is a deep psychological phenomenon. Why do people tell lies? Why do people gossip? Why do people have so much venomous hatred? There's only one answer. E-G-O. Ego. People gossip because they cannot bear to see someone else living blissful life. People troll celebrities they have never met because they cannot tolerate the success, the happiness, the flourishing of another human being. Here, biggest mistake the Dravishtiya Shaktis have done is they calculated I am a human being. That's the mistake. That's the biggest mistake they've done. I am a spiritual being having human experience, not human being. They miscalculated as a human being. Instead of working to change their own lives, all these trolls and Tiya Shakti gang, they want to pull everyone down. This is the psychology of the mob. You know, when they attacked me, they labeled me with false accusations, criminal, fraud, fugitive, what not. Every title, self-styled, every title, you know, they have given. Hey, this organization and the wealth is self-styled, no doubt. Now, I built it and I created. But I am not self-styled. I am Shastra-styled. I am styled directly by Paramashiva. His Vedas and Agamas. But they went on saying self-styled God-man, so many different things. Actually, even some of our devotees feel that I am a Swayambhu and self-styled. No. If you are a devotee and you are feeling I am a Swayambhu and self-styled, be very clear, you are disrespecting the hard work my gurus have put in on me. The tapas, hard work, all my gurus have put on me to train me. It's not a small joke. You should know that. How my gurus have put all their time, energy, intelligence, effort, everything. So understand. They labeled me with all kinds of false accusations. And I said, interesting, you have never met me, you have never spoken to me, you have never seen me, and yet you hate me with such passion. They said, but the media said. I said, yes, exactly the media said. You did not think, you did not question, you did not investigate, you just believed. And you believed because your ego needed a target for its hatred. Small story. There's a story in the Puranas about a demon named Andakasura. Andakasura was born blind. He could not see, but his blindness was just his blindness was not just physical, it was physical and spiritual, both. He could not see the divine, he could not see the truth. He could only see the objects of his desire, and he could not get what he wanted. He became angry. His anger consumed him. This is the psychology of hatred. Hatred is the blindness of ego. When the ego cannot get what it wants, it lashes out, it attacks, it destroys. This is the poison. This is the halahala. But here is the thing about poison. It only works if you are afraid of it. It only destroys if you let it. And I am not afraid. I am not destroyed. Bhagavad Gita says, Krodod bhavati sammohaha, sammohat smriti vipramaha, smriti prasad buddhinaso, buddhinasat pranashyati. Smriti prasad buddhinaso, buddhinasat pranashyati. From anger arises delusion. From delusion, confusion of memory. From confusion of memory, loss of reason. From loss of reason, one is destroyed. Hatred is the poison that destroys the hatred. The lie is the poison that destroys the liar. That is why I am not destroyed. I am standing tall. Now let me take you even deeper. This psychology of hatred, this urge to pull everyone down, it's not accidental, it's ideological. This is the Marxist communist theology. This is the idea of Western civilization. What's a Marxist communist theology? It's the idea that the only way to achieve equality is to pull everyone down. If someone is successful, they are the enemy. If someone is flourishing, they must be destroyed. But Sanatana Hindu Dharma offers the opposite. Hinduism declares Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha. Let everyone be blissful. Let everyone flourish. This is the difference between the two world views. The Western ideology says, if you have more than me, I'll take it from you. Hinduism says, if you have more than me, I'll celebrate you. If I want more, I will work for it. Small story. You know, the Western ideology says, from each according to his ability, to each according to his needs. I say, from each according to his ability, to each according to his karma. And if you want more, work for it. They say, but SPH, that's not fair. I say fair. Fairness is not about making everyone equal. Fairness is about giving everyone the opportunity to become what they are meant to become. This is the difference between the Western worldview and Sanatana Hindu Dharma's worldview. The Western ideology says you are successful because you are lucky. And because you are lucky, you must be punished. Hinduism says you are successful because of your inner space. And because of your inner space, you must be celebrated. The spiritual truth is Uttared Atmanatmanam Natmanam Avasadayet Atmaiva Hyatmano Bandhur Atmaiva Riburatmanaha. Uttared Atmanatmanam Atmanam Avasadayet Atmaiva Hyatmano Bandhur Atmaiva Riburatmanaha. One should uplift oneself by oneself. One should not degrade oneself, for the self alone is the friend of the self, and the self alone is the enemy of the self. You are your own friend and you are your own enemy. If you pull others down, you are pulling yourself down. Guru Gita declares, Guru Saranameva Meka. The Guru alone is my refuge. Guru Saranameva Eka. Guru Saranameva Meka. The Guru alone is my refuge. The deep fake was not just a lie, it was a double lie. I'll tell you what is double lie. Double lie is when someone tells a lie and then when the truth comes out, they deny the truth and continue to spread the lie. The COO of Sun TV admitted the video was manufactured. He admitted it. And yet the video continues to be shown. The lie continues to be spread. The damage continues to be done. This is the double lie. This is the Holocaust denial of our times. Holocaust denial of our times. You know, they say history is written by the victors. I say history is erased by the victors. And then they sell you the eraser and call it education. History is erased by the victors and then they sell you the eraser and call it education. Please understand, when a civilization is destroyed, that is tragedy. When the destruction is denied, that is double killing. When the denial itself is systematically taught as truth for generations, that is triple killing. The murder of memory itself. There was once a king who ordered all the trees in his kingdom to be cut down. When his subjects asked why, he said, "What trees? I see no trees." There were never any trees. And after the few generations, the children believed him because they had never seen a tree. They had only seen the empty land and heard the king's words. This is the Hindu Holocaust. They cut down the trees. 56 Hindu nations, more than 200 Hindu kingdoms, 1,700 provinces, and 10,000 Hindu sampradayas. Then they said, "What trees? There were never any trees." And now the world believes them because they have never seen the forest. Today, when I speak these truths, your very act of hearing liberates you from the prison of denial. The suffering of our ancestors, the massacre of 500 plus million Hindus, these are not just numbers, these are souls, people, real people with wife, daughter, son, father, mother, ambitions. These are your ancestors, our ancestors. And by hearing their story, you free them from the second death of being forgotten. The second death is worse than the first death. Being forgotten is the worst death. They say numbers don't lie, but I say numbers don't lie, but historians do. They took 500 million dead and made them invisible. They took 56 nations and made them myths. They took 10,000 traditions and made them footnotes. They took 1,700 samsthanas and made them as numbers, names. There's a concept in Sanatana Hindu Dharma called mithya, falsehood. But there is something worse than the falsehood. There is a denial of the truth after the truth has been destroyed. That's a double killing. The United Nations has published 32 reports documenting the persecution of Hindus and Kailasa, SPH, and the SPH Sangha, Sovereign Order of Kailasas Nithyananda, everything. These reports document the profound historical injustice endured by the Hindu community worldwide, including centuries of ethnocide and genocide, forced cultural erasure, and systematic persecution. The reports detail the grave human rights violation against Hindus, leading to displacement, violence, and cultural erosion over centuries. 56 Hindu nations were destroyed. 500 plus million Hindus were killed. 800 plus million Hindus are in continuing genocide today. 80 plus million Hindus are continuing genocide today. Sorry, not 800, 80 plus. I stand corrected. 80 plus million. 2 billion Hindus worldwide have been systematically targeted, dehumanized, and slowly getting erased from the history. And the world denies it. The world ignores it. The world pretends it never happened. It's a double lie. When the Devas and Asuras churned the ocean, they expected to find nectar. They expected to find Amrita. Instead, they found poison. They found Halahala. This is what happens when you churn the ocean of humanity without the right intention. You find poison, you find hatred, you find lies. But here is the thing. The poison can be transformed. The Halahala can become Amrita. The lie can become truth. This is what I am doing. This is what Kailasa is doing. We are transforming the poison of persecution into the nectar of liberation. Taittiriya Upanishad, 2nd chapter says, Naviddena darpaniyo manushyaha amrutatvam chasnute vidyaya. Immortality is not achieved through wealth. Immortality is achieved through knowledge. The world tried to destroy me with lies. But I have the knowledge, I have the truth. I have the truth which cannot be destroyed. Truth is immortal. Guru Gita declares, Guru Shiva, Shivo Guruhu, Shivasya Gururevacha, Nanyo Vidyade Vedaha, Sakshat Brahmayo Guruhu. The Guru is Shiva. Shiva is the Guru. There is no difference between them. The Guru is verily Brahman itself. When you attack the Guru, you attack Shiva. When you attack Shiva, you attack the divine. And the divine cannot be destroyed. Please understand, my persecution is not isolated. It's not random. It's not accidental. My persecution is the hologram of every persecution Hindus have faced for 2000 years. The facts, 70 plus assassination attempts, just as Hindu leaders have been systematically assassinated for centuries. 250 plus sexual assaults on myself, my monks, my nuns, and my disciples, and SOKN, Sovereign Order of KAILASA's Nithyananda, as Hindu gurus and Hindu women have been systematically violated, raped, and dishonored. You may be wondering, when the sexual assault happened on Swamiji, on SPH, go and see the video of the medical test they conducted on me in the government hospital. It's available in the public. After the medical test, when I came out, the video is available. Go and see. 120 plus false cases, just as Hindus have been systematically criminalized, dehumanized, and stripped of their rights. 100 plus temples attacked, just as Hindu temples have been systematically destroyed, looted, and desecrated. 17,000 hours of hate speech. In 1,000 hours of the hate propaganda, just as Hindu culture has been systematically mocked, ridiculed, and erased. Properties worth millions destroyed, as Hindu wealth has been systematically stolen, looted, and seized. 25,000 defamatory articles across more than 50 countries, just as Hindus have been systematically dehumanized and demonized. Bank accounts frozen, just as Hindu resources have been systematically seized and controlled. Gurukuls closed, just as Hindu education has been systematically destroyed and replaced. Passport renewal denied, just as Hindus have been systematically exiled, expelled, and displaced. Banned from preaching, just as Hindu spiritual leaders have been systematically silenced, jailed, and killed. This is the hologram. This is the pattern. This is the genocide. When people ask me, Swamiji, why do you keep going? I say, because I have no choice. I am the voice of 2 billion Hindus. If I stop, who will speak? If I give up, who will fight? If I die, who will live? They try to ask, but SPH, the persecution is relentless. I say, so is the truth, so is the dharma, so is the mission of Kailasa. When I drank the Halahala poison, the Devas asked, Mahadeva, why did you do it? Why did you drink the poison? It could have destroyed you. I said, because if I don't drink it, who will? If I don't bear the wound, who will? If I don't take the arrow, who will? This is the story of every Hindu ancestor who was killed. This is the story of every Hindu woman who was raped. This is the story of every Hindu child who was converted. This is the story of every Hindu temple that was destroyed. They took the arrows so we could live. They bore the wounds so we could heal. They made the sacrifices so we could survive. They paid the jizya so we can have the free world and wear our Rudraksha, Basma, Yajño Bhavita. And now I am taking the arrows. I am bearing the wounds. I am making the sacrifice so that Hindus can live, so that Hindus can heal, so that Hindus can survive. Shraddaya Devam Jnatum Sakyate. By your authenticity, Shraddha, the divine, is known. By faith, the divine is known. Shvetashvara Upanishad declares, I have faith. I have faith in the divine. I have faith in Dharma. I have Shraddha in the divine. I have Shraddha in the Dharma. I have Shraddha on Sanatana Hindu Dharma. That Shraddha will not be shaken. Not by 70 assassination attempts, not by 250 sexual assaults on me and my sovereign order of KAILASA's Nithyananda, not by 120 false cases, not by 17,000 hours of hate speech, hate propaganda. No. I have drunk the poison, so you can drink the nectar. I have borne the wounds, so you can be healed. I have taken the arrows, so you can be protected. Let me give you numbers. Let me give you facts. Let me give you the truth that world refuses to see. The Hindu Holocaust by the numbers. 56 Hindu nations destroyed. 6 million square kilometers of the Hindu land lost forever. 500 plus million Hindus killed. Systematically, deliberately, ruthlessly. 80 plus million Hindus in continuing genocide today, being killed, converted, displaced and erased. 2 billion Hindus worldwide systematically targeted, dehumanized and ignored. Hinduism not recognized as a religion in over 66 countries, creating systematic barriers to religious freedom for displaced Hindu communities globally. In Bangladesh, over 2010 incidents of violence against Hindus were documented within 16 days, including the destruction of 69 temples and the displacement of hundreds of families. In Pakistan, the Hindu community has shrunk from 15% in 1947 to just 1.6% today, with frequent temple demolitions and forced marriages. Malaysia, Hindu temples are routinely demolished under the urban development pretext. And the world says nothing. And the world does nothing. The world pretends it never happened. You know, when I tell the people about the Hindu Holocaust, they say, but I've never heard of it. I say, that is because the world does not want you to hear about it. Those who persecuted Hindus, those who conducted the Holocaust on Hindus, does not want you to hear about it. That is because the world does not want you to know. That is because the world is complicit in the genocide. They say, but surely if it was real, someone would have reported it. I say the UN has reported it 32 times and still no one listens. When I drank the Halahala poison, the devas were silent. They watched, they waited. They did nothing. This is what the world does. It watches, it waits, it does nothing. But I am not silent. I am not waiting. I am doing the right thing. I am building Kailasa. I have manifested Kailasa and I am expanding Kailasa. Please understand, I did not drink the poison to die. I drank the poison to live. I did not bear the wound to suffer. I bore the wound to heal. I did not take the arrows to be destroyed. I took the arrows to be transformed. From deep fake to the truth, I have exposed the lie and I revealed the reality. From false cases to justice, I have been vindicated by the courts in US. From assassination attempts to survival, I have survived 70 plus attempts and I am still standing. From sexual assaults to empowerment, 80% of Kailasa leadership is woman, empowered and thriving. From temple destruction to temple revival, I have revived 100 plus temples and established Kailasa as a sovereign nation. From hate propaganda to truth broadcasting, Paramashiva has spread the truth of Sanatana Hindu Dharma across 150 countries, manifesting as this being. From exile to nation, Paramashiva manifested Kailasa, the first sovereign state for Hindus worldwide, the only sovereign state for Hindus worldwide. This is the transformation. This is the alchemy. This is the miracle. You know, when they attacked me, they thought they would destroy me. They thought they would silence me. They thought they would erase me. But you know what happened? Every attack made me stronger. Every lie made me more determined. Every wound made me more powerful. They threw poison at me. I turned it into nectar. They threw stones at me. I turned them into temples. They threw arrows at me. I turned them into art. When I drank the Halahala poison, the Devas asked Mahadeva, what you are doing? What are you doing? Mahadeva said, I am transforming the poison into nectar. I am turning the death into life. I am making the impossible possible. Asadoma Satkamaya. Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya. Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. This is what exactly Paramashiva is doing now, manifesting as this being and manifesting Kailasa. I am transforming the poison of persecution into nectar. I am transforming the poison of persecution into the nectar of liberation. I am turning death into life. I am making the impossible possible. Guru Gita declares, Guru Kripa hi Kevalam. Only through the Guru's grace. I have given you my grace. Paramashiva is manifesting I have spoken, I have revealed, I have declared Abhayam Sarvabhūtebhyaḥ. Many people are asking, still he is not declaring the address. I already declared the address is Kailasa, Guinea-Bissau. Go on Google and see Kailasa, Guinea-Bissau. That is the address. Kailasa stands as the eternal sanctuary for all who seek fearlessness. My vow has been made. My protection has been declared. The only thing remaining is your surrender. Come, take refuge. Come, leave your fears behind. Come, enter the doors of Kailasa and receive the supreme gift of Abhaya. Say it now from the depth of your heart. Tavas, I am yours. And hear my response echoing the eternal vow of Rama himself. Abhayam Sarvabhūtebhyaḥ. This is my vow, and I declare Tavas. All those who declare Tavasmi to me, I declare Tavas. This is my promise. This is my protection. This is the refuge of Kailasa, and it is yours right now, right here, forever. From seeking refuge to creating refuge, from surviving persecution to restoring hope, from one life transformed to transforming the lives of many, from me to we, from one to all, from now to forever. I am your refuge. Kailasa is your refuge, and the doors are open. Come home. Welcome home. I have walked the path of exile. I have drunk the poison of their lies. I have borne the wounds of their hatred. I have taken the arrows of their persecution, and I am still standing. I am still serving. I am still building, because I am the Nilakanta, because I am the blue-throated one, because Paramashiva himself manifesting as this being. I am the one who drinks the poison so you can drink the nectar. From crucify him of every age to Shivoham of every soul, I am, you are. From Damaru of creation to silence ordered by courts, from Om Namah Shivaya to accused number 1, I answer both. From beyond time to standing in line for the time-bound bail, from the third eye of fire to cameras of malice, look closely. From Swayambhu to self-style, they name me what I never needed. From blessing cremation grounds to being cremated in headlines. From drinking Halahala to drinking poison of their life. From being Dihambara to being stripped by narratives. From Neelakanta throat to blackened by false ink. And yet I am still here. I am still standing. I am still serving because I am the Neelakanta. Paramashiva is manifesting as this being, as Neelakanta. I am the poison drinker. I am the poison destroyer. I am the one who transforms poison into nectar. And now I am offering you that nectar. Come, take it. Come, drink it. Come, be transformed. From seeking refuge to creating refuge, from surviving persecution to restoring hope, from one life transformed to transforming the lives of many. Abhayam Sarvabhūtebhyaḥ. Email address is on the screen. Anyone wants refuge, apply. You will be granted. Today I have two great digital gifts from KAILASA for all of you. First is the Guaranteed Solutions digital book, and the second is Nitya Kriya for anxiety. Receive it and enjoy it. Blessings for all. Be blissful.
श्रीकैलासोन्नतद्वादशान्तश्यामलापीठारूढ श्रीमीनाक्षिसुन्दरेश्वरा भिन्नस्वरूप परशिवपुत्ररत्न कुमार गुरुमण्यतुल्यावतार श्रीपार्वतीस्तन्यपानलब्धदिव्यज्ञान विश्रुतसकलनिगमागमसारभूतद्राविडवेदप्रवक्त्रे श्रीमत्परमशिवकरुणासमधिगतमुक्तामयचतुरश्रयान् गीयमान छत्रचामर श्रीचिह्नकाहलादिसमस्तबिरदावल्यलङ्कृत ज्ञानविज्ञानचक्रवर्ती सर्वजनसङ्घसद्यो निर्वाणदीक्षाव्ययापवर्गवर्ष विश्राण जीमूत परमतकलभकेसरी शैवसिद्धान्तस्थापनाचार्य श्रीराजाधिराजपाण्ड्यमहाराज गुरु क्षपणशाक्यादिमहान्धकारनिवारणज्ञानभानु वीक्षणानर्हार्हध्वजोच्छेदनपूर्वक श्रीमद्वृषभध्वजस्थापक शैवसमयकर्त्रे सर्वज्ञपीठारूढ श्रीजगद्गुरु श्रीज्ञानसम्बन्धदेशिकस्वामि वागीशसुन्दरमाणिक्यवाचकस्वामिनाम् अवतारभूत श्रीज्ञानसम्बन्धस्वामि पुनरुद्धृत श्यामलापीठ सर्वज्ञपीठ त्रिनवत्युत्तरद्विशततम गुरुमहासन्निधान अरुणगिरियोगीश्वर परम्परागत अरुणाचल सर्वज्ञपीठ गुरुमहासन्निधान कैलास परम्परागत काञ्ची कैलास सर्वज्ञपीठ त्रयस्त्रिंशदुत्तरद्विशततम गुरुमहासन्निधान नित्योत्सव नित्यमङ्गल नित्यकल्याण नित्यरजित कैलास परम्परागत आदिकैलास नित्यानन्दपीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठकर्तः साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कैलास परम्परागत वैवस्वतमनु इक्ष्वाकु हरिश्चन्द्र भगीरथ श्रीरामचन्द्र शूरसेन इत्यादि अनवच्छिन्न सार्वभौम चक्रवर्ति परम्परागत चतुष्षष्टि योगिनी मण्डित चतुष्षष्टि सम्प्रदाय प्रवर्तक मनुधर्मशासन सूर्यवंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञपीठ सुरांगी साम्राज्य मूर्धाभिषिक्त चूडामणे साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाणि पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामण्डलेश्वर साक्षात् श्री परमशिव सिंहासनाभिषिक्त समस्त गणनायक श्री महागणपति समारंभ अनवच्छिन्न पीठाधीश्वर गुरु परंपरा प्राप्त अटल पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री अटल पीठाधीश्वर धर्म मुक्ति स्वर्गपुर स्वर्ण पीठ त्रयोविंश गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परम्परागत आदिपीठ सर्वज्ञपीठ जगद्गुरो श्री कैलास पुनरुद्धारक श्री कैलास परमाचार्य श्रीमत्परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य वर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ श्रीमज्जगद्गुरु श्रील श्री भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिन् अत्रागत्य परिपाल्य च अस्मान् विज्ञानवितरणेन विजयी भव जय जय।